Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about Season of the Deep, what could happen and what we do know will happen and some theories in between. But first, I want to talk about that I'm so close to reaching 200 subs. So I urge you, I don't normally do this, I urge you, if you can hit the like and subscribe button, specifically the subscribe button, and get me to that 200 mark, and if it's already at 200 by that point, if you like this video and you like the other videos on my channel, why not subscribe? Anyway. Further ado, so what we do know for the next season is it will be set in Titan with Sloane. How we get to Titan though is kind of a hard subject, considering back in Season of the Arrivals, Titan was taken along with Mars, Io and Mercury. We not last DLC, the DLC before, which was Witch Queen, we got Mars back. I'm kind of forgetting how that happened. I think it was the Witness because he was done with it, but whatever. So people are theorizing from what I saw that Sloane has maybe brought the planet back, because it was said something about the Tablet of Ruin, where the power that Oryx used to take wasn't necessarily just taking them and corrupting them, it was taking them somewhere else, and it was that thing that was taking them away is the power that the Witness used to move the planet in the first place. And that Sloane looks taken in the promotional poster they released. I'll show it here. People are theorizing that she might either have the ability to have the Taken, which is one very powerful thing as it is, but more likely that she has the ability to move planets, and maybe might even teach us how to do that. Due to this last DLC that came out in Lightfall, the Winterbite exotic glaive said something about an enemy of the Witness on the 6th planet or 6th moon of Saturn, sort of that, which I believe people deciphered was Titan. And there's two things that possibly could be, which was obviously Sloane, we've been talking about her, but also a worm that a fish, whatever it is. If you remember back in the days when we had the Red War campaign and you got that power cell, I believe the last mission for the Titan missions, if you wait long enough, you can see this massive thing in the water swim past you. People were thinking that it might be that. I personally believe that as well. And that could potentially be an ally, or it could be the main bad. We don't know. Maybe they're both allies. We don't know. I put a post out saying that my personal theory was that Sloane might be taken, and it's similar to like the Techians in like the Corrupted and the Last Wish raid. We might have to free them, like free Sloane. That's something I could possibly see happening. Though obviously I could just see if Sloane has just gotten the power to take that. That have to be heavily explained to how she, of all people, found that out, whether it's because where the time got taken, she was able to find a secret there, or maybe that giant fish told her somehow. So we know that that kind of story is based on it's based on Titan. What I personally think is it'll be us traveling to Titan. Whether that's Titan or we come back, I personally think we find a way to reach Titan, or we find Sloane, and the whole point of the season is trying to bring Titan and maybe Mercury and Io back as well. That'll be my assumption on what the main story for this season might be. And also Sloane using the Taken Darkness, whatever, would be also an interesting thing for Zavala, because you never know, he might still have some voice lines from when Redrick was still alive, rest in peace. Where him and Sloane, because Sloane was a very close ally to him during the Red War, this could be another thing for him, another step for coming to terms with the darkness, that's more of a tool and not the enemy. It's just a tool that's probably used by the enemy. Yeah, that could be interesting to see. People are most likely going to see in it Sloane, that's all being confirmed. The fish thing. I was going to say probably Zavala, and I don't really know who else, because I would probably said Amanda Holiday, because she had a good ties to Sloane, but she also died this season. I kind of want to see more of the characters we haven't seen that much, so it'll be really good to see Soraya Hawthorne. I doubt, because we haven't done anything of her really since Thing, but we had Devon Kay this season, so you never know. Crow would be also another good thing to pop out of nowhere, because he's coming out of the loss of Amanda Holiday. And also, speaking of Amanda Holiday, now I say that, there was also the chance that Amanda Holiday might be resurrected as a Guardian, because that's always been a thing that people have been saying, that even though she won't be Amanda Holiday anymore, she could still come back as a Guardian. And it'll be very much like an Order into a Crow scenario, though she'll probably never get a memory. So that'll be interesting. Now to the dungeon. The dungeon, I believe, will probably be on Titan. If not on Titan, on Neomuna Neptune. Because they have shown that due to seasonal stuff, they don't always have to be linked to the seasonal stuff directly. So the dungeon could be on the Witness's shipfall, and that's one of the things that we try and find a bit more information about how to move planets. Because there was that planet room in the raid. So that's definitely a possibility, because they're always been linked, but but they're still their own thing. Like, for example, Spire the Watcher was linked to the story, but it was not it's not like a part of the story in sense of it was fairly contained, and so was Duality, because it was more of us expeditioning into Callus's mind to get kind of an idea of what his motives were, but in the end of the day, it didn't really affect the main story. It was, like I said, it was contained. So if this will probably follow the same kind of thing, so probably whatever it is related to the story will still be pretty contained. That's why I think it would be on Titan, but most likely like the Witness's ship or Neomuna Neptune. The weapons that you did see, I'm not sure what the exotic weapon might be, but apparently there's going to be an SMG, a heavy waveform grenade launcher, a glaive, and a rocket launcher. And if I had to have a guess what the exotic weapon might be, if we look at all the exotic weapons we've got from Dungeon 4, whether that's with Shard Throne with bow, Pit of Heresy with the Xenophage, which technically was a machine gun, but it kind of worked not like one. Then there was none for Prophecy, and then for Duality there was a sword, and then in Spire there was also another bow. All those kind of things aren't really automatic weapons, apart from, like I said, Xenophage, but you can kind of miss that one because it was kind of not designed to be an automatic weapon. So I think that this next weapon we'll get would either probably be an automatic weapon or something that's close to automatic, so whether that would be an auto rifle, SMG, or maybe even a pulse rifle. That's my prediction for the exotic. It'd be really cool if it's one of them. I doubt it'll be a shotgun. It might be a sniper. I hope it's like a primary weapon, because we haven't really got many of those. And I mean this primary weapon sense that it's like a weapon like an auto rifle, SMG, pulse rifle, maybe even a scout rifle. Now, that big fish thing I was talking about, it could have links to either the worm gods, whether it's a larvae of one of the bigger ones. It could be Oryx's worm. I'm pretty sure that's kind of been shadowed out the wall by this point, because the eye you see in one of the teaser trailer, I think it's the teaser trailer you see it, or the picture. I'll put it up either which one it is. But yeah, the eye does not look anything like a hive worm eye or like a worm god eye, so it seems to be different. People think it might be related to the Leviathan, which was the light worshipper that was on Fundament, the hive's kind of homeworld. It was the homeworld for the time when they became the hive. But yeah, the Leviathan was a worshipper of the light, so that's why people think that this thing might be a ally towards us, or at very least an enemy to the Witness. The enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of situation. And people think that might be the offspring of the Leviathan, or maybe the Leviathan himself. But I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere the Leviathan was killed. I might be wrong in saying that. And why it's there, it could be in Under the Ice, because I'm pretty sure when the pyramids first came to that place during the Dark Age, or beginning of the Dark Age, I'm pretty sure they used a wave machine that could have shattered like a rock below or wherever. That could have came up there, or could have been just always there, or it could have came when Oryx came, maybe. It could also be spacefaring, and it just likes water. Because I'm pretty sure the Leviathan, if it is related to Leviathan, I'm pretty sure the Leviathan could fly in space, if I wasn't wrong in saying that. So that could be an interesting thing to see, that kind of just flew there during the Dark Age and went undetected because of that. But yeah, and then in terms of the armor, which we see in the promo image, that has been confirmed to be the seasonal, the season pass ornament armor, which is okay. I wish that was more like the normal armor, and then we got something a bit more better. That's kind of my opinion, but it still looks very nice. The Titan, which I'll be probably playing, yeah, has very nice arms. I came out wrong. Basically, I like Titans of more chunkier arms because they're, you know, the big, strong crown eaters. So I kind of like armor of that, but we've not actually even got any armor recently that's been like proper, like big, chunky arms. So I was hoping we get something more like that, but I'm fine with what we got. It looks nice. And then theorized for what the armor looked like, because I'm pretty sure there's leaked images. I know they could be fake, but I'm pretty sure I saw a taken weapons, which would be interesting. And if the armor follows that kind of sim design, we could get taken armor, which would be very nice. That'd be very cool. And in terms of the dungeon armor, if there is one, because recently they have been doing kind of dungeon armors, you know, mostly kind of be based off a weapon manufacturer, because the newer dungeons have been doing that. Because I believe Prophecy did that with, I can't remember what the thing it was. The Duality did Hake, and then Spy the Watcher did Tex Mechanica. So the new dungeon will probably follow the same kind of premise, where it'll probably be based off a weapon manufacturer. Whether that's Suros, it might be Suros, I wouldn't mind that. Omulon, or the what, I can't remember the one, it starts with a V. It's the black and, well, the kind of dark green and light green coloured theme one that make loads of auto rifles that people like to use. I can't remember. I probably put an image of one up here so you can kind of get what I mean. But yeah, in terms of what I think, I'm excited. I'm hoping the story for this one will be a bit more. But this is a funny place. I like the story for this one, but it was kind of chained to the DLC. I want something that's different. I want Titan back, but I want something that's kind of goes away from the 90s and 80s feel and be something of its own kind of feel, if it makes sense. But I am excited for it. So yeah, like I said from the start of the video, I'm so close to reaching 200 subscribers. If you could help me get over that, I'd be so grateful. Anyway, if you liked this video, like, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.